Yes, people, welcome to
Aikidoflow.
okay, now, look, I love Aikido, okay? I love Aikido. The reason why I love Aikido is because, being a bouncer, it always gave me choice. It gave me a choice if I want to just restrain people, take people down to the ground gently, in a full-on big old fight, I could take down people hard, but it gave me that choice. And being a bouncer, you can't walk around punching and kicking people and stuff like that, you won't last long in the job. So learning the restraints was ideal for me, okay? It just gave me that choice. And I remember being a bouncer in clubs and having to use Aikido, and certain Aikido techniques got me out of some tough situations. So today, we're gonna have a look at this. Okay, now, as a bouncer, I worked in clubs all over London, loads of clubs for over 25 years, and I got to use so many different techniques. And what I started to find was certain techniques worked better than other techniques. And it was, so then certain techniques became my go-to techniques which are guaranteed for me, always worked well for me, and always got me out of tough situations. And most of them were techniques where I was able to adjust the intensity of the technique.
Ooh, show us. Ooh.
I could either go in hard, or I could just kind of restrain somebody gently, okay? So, I remember a time where they grabbed me and they went to punch me. And they just grabbed me. It's like a big situation. We were standing face to face, and I'm trying to calm him down, and he's not calming down. And in the end, yeah, he just grabbed me here by my collar. He grabbed me like this, because his aim was grab me here and punch you with that hand. And as he went to punch me, I instinctively blocked, and then I grabbed his hand, and I went into a nice Nikio here. And that technique just worked.
Careful, don't mess up the Aikido.
Oh no! Oh no! But that technique's worked perfectly for me, okay? So today I'm going to show you my go-to Aikido techniques, which I've used on the door. You're in a grappling situation with somebody, and they're trying to, manipulate with their strength. A lot of time I could be on the door and this person's trying to force their way in, and we're here. So what I would do, I'm coming here, I'm going for this wrist here, and I would come here. Now, the thing I loved about this technique, sometimes I could come in, I could strike here, nice elbow to the ribs. And what I would do, I would get with a nice straight here. Now I would just hold them here, okay? The thing I loved about this technique, like I said, it gave me a choice. I could hold them here. Now what would happen is, they would try to punch with the other hand, and all that would do was to put more pain on the wrist, because the lock is going this way, going round this way. So as they turn to me, they're putting more pain on their own wrist. Now I had a choice of holding them here and just talking to them saying, look, calm down, I'll break it.
What's to stop me actually swinging around this way?
I stay in close. Now that would be an issue. If I was out here, then yeah, you could. But the idea is, look how close I am. Arms here, and look, I'm literally right up against Jason's ribs here. So I'm in close. If he tries to turn around and do a back elbow on me, he's not going anywhere. If he tries to turn around and face me, he's coming on his own wrist. So there's nothing much he can do from this situation. Now, we like to share all our experiences with you, okay? So we have made an online masterclass teaching you all our Aikidoflow techniques. You've got hours of footage there. It's just showing you all the techniques which we have learned, the way we learned them, so you can actually train with us, So you can go online, click on the links below, buy this online masterclass. Okay, next technique, okay? Now this was great for when somebody threw a punch at me, because I think in all techniques, you need to kind of give a little strike sometimes in order to loosen that person up. So what would happen is, people would always throw punches at me. They always throw punches, and it's like, they always attempt to punch, and often you'll see it coming, because you know a punch very rarely comes out as a surprise. If you're in an altercation, so you're sitting there, you're there, and you're ready. So someone would literally throw a punch at me. So what I would do is I would block here, and what I do, I strike back sometimes. Boom! With a nice elbow, that gives me time to loosen up. And then what happens here is I come here, here, here. Now from here, I could take them all the way down to the ground. Oh, sorry, I felt something click there. I could take them all the way down to the ground, or I could just simply hold them here off balance and tell them, look, calm down, mate, calm down.
You just broken my back.
But what happens here is here, this hand comes in and chops here to help that bend, because my aim is to make that bend, boom. And this comes here, my hand comes up to join my hand, because what happens here is automatically they're going to try to push this hand back. But it's the power of both my hands against the one hand and me turning my body, getting that hand behind the shoulder. Look, I rest the elbow on my chest as well, so they can't pull the elbow down. And all it is, I'm either holding them here, telling them, look, calm down, relax, maybe put a finger in the nose.
You just broke my back a second time.
And that's basically the technique. Or I could just keep on that technique going, keep it going, and take that person all the way down to the ground. It gave me that choice.
Is it going to make a difference, okay, if I put, because in Aikido old school, it always used to be, we always used to hold out the punch like that, and that was just easy. So is it going to make a difference if I punch in?
Simply because one of the hardest things I learned in Aikido was when someone throws a punch, your instinct is to go like this. Oh, you want to go back. One of the hardest things I learned was to do this here and be here. So even if they draw that back, here's where I want to be. I'm here, boom. And I'm here, I'm in close, and I go here. But it's all about moving in so that when that fist is drawn back, you're here. You're not standing here for that fist to go back and another fist comes in. You move in. And that's one of the hardest things I learned, to get over that instinct of leaning back and moving back. I'm moving in here. So in conclusion, okay, the key here is practice, okay, because different techniques work for different people, okay? Whether you're short or you're tall or whatever, whether you got bigger body weight, you can use certain techniques which you will find more effective. I love the locks because I got big hands, you know, so I love locks because I could always get a nice good grip, and I could always just manipulate people with my locks, and you know, and like I say, it was always good on the doors because it gave me that choice and meant I didn't have to continue be striking people. So whatever works for you, works for you. It's about practicing, and if you get a chance to use your techniques in real situations, you will learn what works best for you and which techniques you need to either practice more or just use in certain situations, which is what I did on the doors. I had my go-to techniques, and that's what I just showed you there. Aikidoflow techniques. We'll see you next time.